Saturday Night Live, starring an ever-evolving cast that is unionized and refuses to allow their names to be mentioned until their demands are met. Musical guest, Bradley Nowell, and your host, Helen Keller. Ladies and gentlemen, Helen Keller. Applause, applause, applause. Hello, yes, I'm the creator of Saturday Night Live, SNotL, Tom Murphy. Okay, unfortunately, the cast is on strike, so there's no new material today. We are running our 37th episode spectacular clip show. Okay, Helen Keller was supposed to be here, so she either sympathizes with the strikers or otherwise, in trouble finding the place being blind. Okay, I'd call her up, but she's deaf. Okay, so anyway, enjoy the following clips. And Bradley Nowell is here. Okay, so know that while the strike is what I got, we aren't going the wrong way. And ultimately, things will be quite sublime. Enjoy the clips. Mr. Jefferson? Oh, it's John Belushi, everybody. Actually, it's Jane. Oh, very well. Or, Jane Belushi, everybody. So what seems to be the problem? I no understand what you say. I beg your pardon? Then Chris Farley comes out dressed in a dress. Oh, my word, ladies and gentlemen. It's Chris Farley. It's Christina Farley. Alex, that is incorrect. Mr. Fillmore is a wonderful actor-median, but of course, he's never been president. The answer is, of course, the name of the topic, Alec Baldwin. Marilyn, are you sure? Alex, am I sure? Sweetie, I'm the Alex Trebek. Okay, we're here. Should we lay him down on the ground and choke him to death like we were taught at the academy? Hoffman, I have some fake currency we can plant. Radner, I want to dike down that little white chocolate bitch in the passenger seat. Suck the privilege right out of her. Mac, are you guys serious? Candy, what's the matter? Mac, what's the matter? These two are still breathing. Let's kill them already. Ted Knight, as George Bush walks in and says, "We all know the Civil War was my plan." Radner, huh? Knight, I told everyone Iran had weapons of ass construction. Brittany, okay, he's finally gone. How are the two sexiest brother-in-laws I know? Brittany starts kissing Farley and Belushi in a weird, gross triangle kiss thing. Okay, and then Farley says, "We have a little surprise for you." Farley opens up a Christmas package, and it's Desmond Tutu, dressed up as a Christmas tree. Brittany, oh, thank you. The Mandela one was getting a little old. Brittany motions to the corner of the room, where you see Nelson Mandela taped to the wall, with lights and ornaments attached to him and a star on his head. And your host, John Madden. Ladies and gentlemen, John Madden. Madden comes out to applause. Thank you. I'm happy to be hosting Saturday Night Live. Reminds me of 1982, when I hosted Saturday Night Live. Except now there's no cocaine. Don Rickles comes out and says, "Hey, no wonder you get no respect, numbnuts. Let me show you how it's done. Hey, sugar tits, you ready to get reacquainted or what?" Robert Redford comes out from the other side of the stage, kisses Betty, and says, "Hey, babe, everything okay? Are those Jewish fellas over there giving you a hard time?" Joan Rivers has alleged that Tom denigrates her and forces her into oral sex. Now, she absolutely loves it, but she still felt the need to report. Paul Walker raises his hand and asks, "How about me, Davis?" Well, we pretty much have the pretty boy role locked up with Luke Perry, but he's on thin ice after dumping Brenda, so why not? but no more good-looking men after you. Heath Ledger. You must be joking? As Moran and Capone square up, Gandolfini gets between them and says, Guys, whoa. There's no need for this. You know what I think would help both of you? Is some therapy. You guys ever see a shrink? Sigmund Freud comes out and asks, which one of you wise guys wants to bitch about their parents first? Stiller gets up, opens the door, and it's Patrice O'Neill. Stiller. Do you identify as a male? O'Neill nods in a confused manner. Stiller. Well then, sir, as I tried to explain to your colleague yesterday, we believe that it is culturally insensitive for you Jehovah's Witnesses to come to our home and denigrate our open-minded and inclusive belief that there is no God. As Farley sets up the clay spinner. Farley sits down in his white undershirt and in her white undershirt and begins spinning clay. Swayze takes off his shirt, gets behind her, and they begin to kiss. As they are kissing, Farley and Swayze then spin the clay into a dildo. Swayze takes the dildo, bends Farley over, and begins to penetrate her anus with the dildo. The Coburns all begin to sing. Watch out. You might get what you're after. Cool, babies. Strange but not a stranger. I'm an ordinary guy. Cocoa burning down the White House. Mr. Murphy, he's so clever. Figured out my last name rhymes with a derogatory slur against homosexuals. No shit, Tom. Why do you think my parents named my sister Gay? Despite his best efforts, John McCain could not stop Martin Luther King Jr. from getting his holiday. Nor could he stop Barack Obama from becoming president. Go Sox. Belushi, we wanted you to know we stand by you. A stagehand gives River a guitar as the four stand together and sing. When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon's the only light we'll see, no, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. Applause, applause, applause. Phoenix. That's right, I was in Stand By Me for the reason I'm really here. I'll take swords for 500, Alex. About 10 minutes ago, Larry the Cable Guy also held a press conference to announce to the world he was not dead, but instead is just a fat redneck. Henry. And we are getting word that just 5 minutes ago, Cedric the Entertainer is indeed alive, although even he admits he is surprised by that. Ladies and gentlemen, Louis Anderson. Applause, applause, applause. Anderson. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to try to go quick. I am in between meals after all. Well, for those of you who've been following this program, you may recall that Mr. Murphy had me on the cast before I'd actually died. Wayne Knight must be getting pretty nervous, huh? Mr. Murphy isn't sure what the significance of my death is. He doesn't know if it means he's a prophet, if it's just a Mandela effect, or I was fat as hell and it was always just a matter of time. Maybe I was going to join you and become a woman myself, just because I played one on TV? Farley. Well, honey, you are putting on a dress right now as we speak. Belushi. I think it's about time you just accept who you are and join us. Nielsen. What the hell are you ladies talking about? Anderson, while putting on makeup and a wig. Sorry, ladies. I hope I didn't give you the wrong idea. But there's no way I'm changing my sex. Belushi, you gotta be kidding me. Farley, I mean, just look in the mirror. Anderson, while dressed as a woman looking in the mirror. Sorry, ladies. I'm not a tranny. I'm just a cross-dresser. I'm not a fucking weirdo or anything. Wells turns to the dead studio audience and asks, well, what do you think, folks? Should I just start eating it? Should I dig in? Cheering, cheering. Marie Antoinette comes out. Applause, applause, applause. Wells, ladies and gentlemen, Marie Antoinette. Antoinette, you know what I say? Let them eat cake. Wells, very well. As Wells begins to take a piece of the cake with a spoon, Christina Farley explodes out from the top of the cake and says, hi, Orson! I want a rose, your big bad bud. And now, the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friend, I'll say it clear, I'll state my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full, I've traveled each and every highway, and more, much more than this, I did it my way. John Cazale comes out. Marlon, you can't come to Saturday Night Live and talk about a man like Tom Murphy like that. Brando. John, you're like a son to me, and I love you. But don't ever take sides with anyone against the family again. Ever. Cazale, I'm the older brother. I was stepped over. Brando. That's the way I wanted it. Cazale, it ain't the way I wanted it. I can handle things. I'm smart. Not like everybody says like dumb. I'm smart and I want respect. Philip Seymour Hoffman comes out as Michael Corleone. Brando. There you are, Michael. Can you take your brother out fishing or something? I'm in the middle of something here. Just know that the spirit of Richard Nixon knows you're all a bunch of pussies. George Orwell. How about a Soviet allegory involving farm animals where they say everybody's equal, although some are more equal than others? Hoffman. Okay, Mr. Orwell, I like where you're going. Okay, first of all, though, tensions are way too high in Ukraine right now for that, okay? All right. Williams. Oh, God. What's his name again? Andrew? Like the prince? Okay. Prince Andrew, you're not supposed to stop John from scoring a touchdown. Burns. Stop John from scoring a touchdown. But Mr. Michael, sir, he's already bred Olivia Munn. Shows Ernest Hemingway as Algernon Moncrief sitting in a Victorian country home as he receives a knock on the door. He opens the door and it's Jim Barney. Hemingway. Hello, Ernest. Barney. Well, howdy, Algernon. Looks like the sun also rises here, eh? Mr. Reynolds? You get to go first. Reynolds. No, you don't get it. The whole reason I agreed to host was to say I'm sick of SNL mocking me with this bit. Trebek. In that case, Mr. Connery, you pick the category. Connery. I'll take movies for $400, Alex. Trebek. The answer is, John Travolta learned how to dance for this 1977 hit movie. Connery rings in. Trebek. Mr. Connery? Connery. That would be Jaws. Trebek. No. Jaws is incorrect. And remember, please answer in the form of a question. Reynolds rings in. Trebek. Mr. Reynolds? Reynolds. See, that's what I hate about this stupid skit. You funny guys act like I'm stupid or something. The answer is, what is Jaws? Trebek. No, that is incorrect. Reynolds. What the hell are you talking about? I said, what is? Cuts to Radner as Elmo, the ring bearer. In her head sings, don't drop the rings, Elmo. Please don't drop the rings. You don't want to freak out and again become a meme. Cuts to Carlin as Oscar in the seats. In his head sings, I wish there was more ass here. Instead, it's mostly cows. Belushi yells out, we love you and Spider-Man, you son of a bitch. Belushi then passes out. Ramis yells out, sorry about my friend Juan. He's a bit intoxicated. What he meant to say is, we fucking loved you and Spider-Man, you fucking son of a bitch. Hard work pays off. Dreams come true. Bad times don't last, but bad guys do. Henry, now to talk about the culture war between the coastal elites and the heartland hillbillies is none other than George Carlin. George, applause, applause, applause. Carlin, well, thank you, Buck. To be honest, I don't have a strong opinion either way. Henry, really? You usually are a pretty opinionated guy. Carlin, shit. Henry, what is it? Carlin, I gotta piss. Henry, right now? Carlin, fuck it, I can hold it. Now where were we? Henry, your take on the ongoing cultural war in America? Carlin, don't be a cunt, Buck. Henry, excuse me? Carlin, oh, come on, there are cocksuckers on the left and the right who buy merchandise. So I'm done with all the opinions. I'm just looking to get paid. Henry, and how's that? Carlin, well, to those motherfuckers out there listening, why don't you mind your own business on my take on the culture wars and instead head to GeorgeCarlin.com. At GeorgeCarlin.com, you can find gear, books, and videos. Fun for the whole family. So go there. Buy a lot of merchandise. But before we get back to that, we do have a fan named Bernard on the line ready to talk some basketball. Are you there, Bernard? Bernie Mac on the phone. Please call me Bernie. Willard. Whoops. Okay. Producer had told me Bernard. Anyway, so it's Ernie, huh? As in Ernie and Bert then? Mac. No, it's Bernie with a B. Willard. Oh, wow. Ernie with a B. Kind of like Cardi B. But in this case, it's Ernie B. Okay, Ernie B, huh? Wow, kind of like Ernie Banks. Belushi. Duck Cubs. Willard. Okay, Ernie B, we heard you had some basketball you wanted to talk about. Mac. Actually, I was hoping to talk about the White Sox. Willard. Okay, sorry about that. Our producer told me you were black. George Carlin. A long, long time ago, in an era known as the 90s, the otherwise reputable sketch comedy show Saturday Night Live became overrun with a group of crooks, cretins, ne'er-do-wells, addicts, and David Spade. They were known as the bad boys of SNL. Show's Crystal Farley as Chris Farley, Richard Pryor as Chris Rock, Norm Macdonald as Adam Sandler, Chadwick Boseman as Tim Meadows, Jerry Stiller as Rob Schneider, and Philip Seymour Hoffman as David Spade. The six do a coordinated West Side Story dance, snapping their fingers. Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, bad boys. I'm a soul now. I'm a soul now. I'm a soul now. I'm a soul now. Hey, John, have you seen that new stadium they have in Dallas? I'd love to take you over there to a game sometime. Kennedy. Sorry, Tom. Something about Dallas. I don't know. I always seem to get headaches down there. Anderson. Hi. Welcome to Family Feud. I'm your host, Louis Anderson. Now, today we have a very special contest between two great families, the blacks and the Jews. Anyway, for those who are really old, you may remember that I appeared in the first episode of Saturday Night Live. George Carlin comes out. Applause, applause, applause. Carlin. Hey, Andy. I was there too, you know. I was the host. Kaufman. Wasn't it fun? Carlin. It was fun. There was just one problem. Kaufman. What was that? Carlin, not nearly enough cocaine. I mean, I think I actually slept for an hour on Thursday. It was ridiculous. We'll be right back.